So we've been saving for the new kitchen a good 7 months now. I tell you, I wanted to live in Portobello since I was only small. Those gorgeous little 2 up 2 downs with the original brickwork. But when the estate agent shows us this place, I took one look at the kitchen. That was almost me done on the spot. It's awful, all the old wonky cabinets that don't close properly. This horrible off-white wallpaper with lilies on it that must have looked good. They were like the bee's knees around 1974. He asked us what we thought, and I said to Cathy, it'll be fine as long as she doesn't mind a teaspoon of asbestos with her meat and 2 veg. But she won me over in the end, like she always does. And I tell you, this new kitchen's all that's been keeping me going. We're going to tear out the cabinets, get some nice new tiles. Sure, if I'm going to be spending every day in this kitchen, it may as well be nice to look at.
Alright.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Tea?
Alright, yeah.
How was it today? How's the bridge going?
I don't want to talk about it. What are you making?
Why don't you want to talk about it?
Just shut up and tell me what you're making. I'm starving.
Steak and chips. Were you at Mass today?
I was.
Did I ever tell you my dad's story about the church?
I don't know. Probably. I've heard all your stories before, haven't I?
He had a summer job when he was 19, refurbishing a house in Rathmines, and there's loads of builders there. You know, proper builder types who take half an hour to make a cup of tea.
Reminds me of something.
And my dad said it was funny, because they'd always say, I'm just going down to the church, when they meant like going down to the pub or going to the bookies or whatever. Didn't want their wives to know they were going down the pub. So when my dad was knocking off work to go to the 6 o'clock mass, he'd say he was going to church. And they'd all get terribly confused because he was actually going to church.
Why are you telling me this story again?
I just thought it was funny.
I'm getting just a little bit sick of this, alright? I've been working all day, I'm fucking knackered, and I come home and you haven't even got the tea ready. And you're just pestering me and annoying me. You haven't got the slightest bit of consideration for anyone else, have you? Worked myself demented to pay for your new kitchen and everything. And here's the thanks I get. No consideration at all. I'm going to have a bath. I'm knackered. Have the tea ready when I come downstairs, if you wouldn't mind, if that's not too much trouble. And don't forget that deposit.
Now, understand, I've been putting every penny into this new kitchen. Honest. And I've been working from home on the help desk, and honestly, I mean, I know Cathy's doing most of the earning and all, but sometimes it really does feel like I'm carrying the pair of us. And I don't mean to be unappreciative, of course. It just feels like that sometimes. We set up a separate account to put the savings in for the new kitchen, and I was hoping to create a joint account, but Cathy said she'd do it herself, and I could make my deposits every week. She likes to take care of the financial stuff. She says she's better with numbers than me, and she is doing most of the earning, so I understand why she'd want to be in charge of the accounts. Not that I'm about to run off with her savings or anything. I mean, I actually met her playing pool down the trap in UCD when we were undergrads, and she was the only girl in her engineering class, the only girl in the entire engineering department, if you believe her. And she sort of had to make a big show of being just as tough and hard as all the lads in her class, I suppose, placing bets on the snooker and cheating lads out of their drinking money. Queer funny altogether. You understand, when you're in civil engineering like she is, you're dealing with weight ratios and load-bearing struts all day long. It does give you a head for numbers. Relationships, partnerships, they're all about the give and take, aren't they? So like, she might look after the financial stuff, and I look after cooking the dinners and doing the housework and so on. I'm not up myself about the whole breadwinner thing. I always said to her, I was fine doing the dinners and even being a stay-at-home dad one day. But when we were engaged, I remember she once said to me, I'm taking a gamble on you, Morris. I'm taking a real gamble on you. I suppose I wanted to be more of a safe bet. And that's fair enough. And that's the way of the world.
Alright.
Now you're back. Tea?
No, I don't drink tea.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. You see, this is what I mean about you not paying attention. You've no consideration.
How was it today? How was the bridge going?
They're worried my load estimate is too conservative. All the 18-wheelers passing over it. What are you making?
I was thinking steak and chips.
Can't get enough of you set of that fire, can you?
I prefer making my own chips.
I tell you, it's a wonder you're even able to climb the stairs without giving yourself a heart attack.
Yeah, I want to talk.
What's that now?
Nothing, just
I'm just fucking joking with you, aren't I? Christ, before you know it, you'll be counting calories and giving me celery and cucumber puree for my tea, won't you?
Bit late, aren't you? You're normally back earlier.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My cousin Circa, you know. Circa had her little one there a couple of weeks ago. Little fella.
What?
Yeah, and the baptism was this morning and all in the church. I stayed at hers for a bit.
You never mentioned it. When did Circa deliver?
I'll tell you everything now.
Well, you never even mentioned she was expecting. And what do you mean it was this morning? I thought you went to work this morning.
Look, it's none of your fucking business anyway, right? She's my cousin. I don't have to tell you every little thing that's going on. I don't have to. What, you think I'm fucking someone else? Oh
I
yeah, I
never
suppose
said-
I was shagging Circus husband while she was getting the little fella baptised. Was I? That's what you think,
Here,
is it?
Here, listen.
You're always so paranoid. I can't even say 2 words in here before you're jumping down my throat. Can I, Morris? I can't say 2 words. Can I not?
Mind the fryer.
What do you think you're doing? Think you're a big hard man? Always pushing a woman around, do you? Big hard man, aren't you? I'm not going to be treated like this in my own house. You can't treat me like this. This is the last time. You lay a finger on me again and I'll call the guards. I'll call the guards, so I will. And don't forget that deposit.
Cathy's gone to stay with her cousin. When I was younger, only about a mile down the road from the parish, there was a big sort of green, an acre at least. When I was around 9 or 10, there was a halting site there for a good year or so, and there'd be a bit of trouble with them. My mum only told me this years later, but apparently Father Matthew, he was the parish priest now, he got an awful fright one day when a couple of the travellers came to speak with him and they asked him for money. And they said if they didn't give him money, they'd tell everyone he'd been interfering with them. Just the poor man, he was so worried he didn't know who to talk about it. Because really, who's going to believe him? When you're in the priesthood and you've been accused of interfering with children, I mean, it was their word against his. Look, I know she's been stressed out and she's busy and everything, but sometimes when she yells at me for running the wrong cycle in the dryer, and sometimes when she tells me she doesn't know why she stays with me, and I'm lucky to have her. Sometimes when I'm drifting off to sleep, looking up at the ceiling, and it feels like my arms are turning to blocks of lead and I wouldn't even mind if they did. Sometimes I do wonder if we're supposed to be like this. But you can't just up and go at the first sign of trouble. I mean, think of how long we've been saving for this new kitchen. Everyone's got to learn from their betters, and wouldn't we all be much better off if everyone could stand a little room for improvement? Gotta take the bitter with the better. And that's the way of the world, isn't it?
Alright.
You're back. Sorika never had that little fella, did she?
Morris.
Well, she didn't, did she?
Oh, Morris, you're giving me a migraine.
I'm just asking. I mean, I'm not trying to annoy you or anything. I'm just
yelling
asking.
at me and I've already got a headache, so shut up.
I just want to know if she had the little fella or not. I don't want to ask about everything.
Morris, shut up. It's not the fucking
Why not? Why
Because
not?
I got laid off, alright?
What?
Yeah.
What? Like today or
No.
when? When did you not want to tell me?
May.
What do you mean May? You've been off work for
Morris.
3 months. Where were you going every day?
Morris.
Where the fuck were you going every day?
I was going to the church.
You were going to mass every day.
No, I was going to the church. I was going to the bookies.
What?
It went on the horses, but it's all gone. It's
What?
all gone.
What's all gone?
When I set it up, when I set up the new account.
No.
The new
No.
account for the kitchen.
Jesus fuck!
It was a current account, not a savings account. Sorry, it's all gone.
Fucking grand!
I'm not in the
in
mood
that
for this bullshit.
fucking horses! we had fucking
Mark,
odds. We
I'm
had
not
fucking
in the
10 grand in that
mood for
account.
this. I'm not.
I don't give a shit if you're in the fucking mood.
Oh,
I was in the
why?
mood for the last 3 months. You act. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hang on
Jesus
a minute.
Christ!
I'm going to die. And that's the way of the world.